Pirates, Rockies, 840 Colorado. Pretty much a coin flip in this one here, guys. Both teams minus 105, totals at 14. Now, we did see a little bit of a fade of Colorado. They were favored when this one opened up. We did see a nickel fade of the Rockies. We also saw movement upward on the total. Now, Colorado opened $1.10 down to minus 105. Total open 13.5 up to 14 flat. 51% are leaning Rockies, 68% shaded toward the under. Right now, obviously, Pittsburgh's minus 105 on the money line as well. But the Rockies are plus $1.40 on the run line. Now we have Trevor Williams for the Pirates, Chichi Gonzalez for the Rockies. If you're leaning toward Pittsburgh in this one on the road, just keep in mind Williams, although he's 6-6 on the year, he comes into this matchup with a 5.35 ERA, 1.41 WHIP. Pittsburgh's really struggled on the road as well. They've won just 27 out of 67 when traveling. They're also just 41-59 as the underdog, should that line flip again. Plus, I mean, they opened up as the dog as well, so just keep that in mind. Just 41-59 as the underdog. The Pirates are 21st in road scoring, 25th in runs allowed on the road. Meanwhile, the Rockies, first in home scoring, first in home hits, 5-2 in their last 7 at Coors Field. Now, total-wise, the Pirates are 80% to the over in their last 5, 6-1 to the over in their last 7 when traveling. So with all that in mind, I'm going to lean Colorado minus 1.5. I'm sorry, not 1.5. We're not taking them on the run line. Colorado minus 105 in the over, 14 runs in that game. Next matchup, Dodgers, Diamondbacks, 940 Arizona. The Dodgers are minus 200, totals at 9. We saw a 10-cent move toward the Dodgers and movement downward on the total. LA open $1.90 up to 200. Total open 9.5 down to 9 flat. 73% are leaning Dodgers, 52% shaded toward the over. Right now the D-backs are plus 180 on the money line. The Dodgers minus $1.15 on the run line. We have Hyun-Jin Ryu for the Dodgers, Merrill Kelly for the Diamondbacks. Kelly comes into this game with a 9-13 record, 4.86 ERA, and a 1.37 WHIP. Ryu on the other side, 12-4 in the year, 2.00 ERA, and a 0.98 WHIP. He's also struck out 133 batters thus far in the season. The D-backs are at 19th in home hits, just 30-32 at Chase Field. Now the Dodgers on the other side, tied for the most wins in Major League Baseball, and they are 41 games over 500. They're 88-47 overall for the year. They rank first in offensive walks per game. When it comes to the number, the Dodgers are 6-3 to the over in their last 9 on the road. I'm going to lean LA Dodgers minus 1.5 in the over 9 runs in that game. We're going to slide into our next and final matchup for the show. It is going to be Padres Giants, 9:45 San Francisco. The Padres are minus $1.30 on the road here. Totals at 8. And we did see a 15-cent move towards San Diego. So they're taking a little money in the early action here. We also saw movement downward on the total. The Padres open $1.15 up to minus 130. Total open 8.5 down to 8 flat. 51% are leaning Giants, 55% shaded toward the over. Right now, San Fran is plus $1.20 at home. The Padres are plus 135 on the run line. We have Chris Paddock for the Padres, Derek Rodriguez for the Giants. Rodriguez comes into this game with a 5-6 record, 5.26 ERA, and a 1.43 WHIP. Now, Chris Paddock on the other side for the Padres, he comes into this matchup with a 3.84 ERA and a 1.03 WHIP. He's also struck out 121 batters thus far in the year. Now, the Giants have won just 2 out of their last 8. They're kind of struggling as of late. They've also won just 29 out of 64 at home. They rank 29th in home scoring, which is second to last in Major League Baseball. They're also 28th in home hits. Now, San Diego, on the other side, winners in 2 out of their last 4. They're also second in walks allowed on average per game and 5th in striking batters out on the road. Now, total-wise, the Padres are 4-2 to the over in their last 6, taking on the Giants. I'm going to lean toward the road favorite. Give me the Padres minus $1.30 and the over 8 runs in that game. And let's go ahead and do our quick recap brought to you by myself at patreon.com/BrockPage. Hey, if you have a small business and you want to sponsor the quick recap, let me know. Slide in my DMs and I'll give you a really good price for some good exposure. But anyway, we're going to take the Padres minus $130 in the over 8 runs. We're going to take the Dodgers minus 1.5 in the over 9 runs. We're going to take the Rockies minus 105 in the over 14. We got Texas minus 175 over 10.5. Miami plus 1.5 over 8.5. Cubs plus 1.5 under 9.5. Houston winning that one outright for some money line cash. We have the Twins minus 185 in the over 10. Oakland minus 1.5 under 10. And last but not least, Cleveland minus 1.5 over 8.5 in that game. All right, let's go ahead and get into some shout-outs. Once again, brought to you by myself at patreon.com. Got to give a shout-out to Stephen Lewis, a good friend of mine. Actually, Steve is doing very well with his own YouTube channel. And I'll tell you what, if you want to talk about very exotic parlays, we're getting into tennis, auto racing, cricket, Aussie football. This guy does it all, man. He does his research. But Steve is definitely a savant when it comes to betting tennis. But Steve's got a great channel. If you guys like parlays and you want action, he's got action on anything probably about 24 hours a day, man. He bets everything. So shout out to my man Stephen Lewis in the comments section. Got to give a shout out. This is a new one for me. A killer and a big-time drug dealer, Miller. And that's all one word. So shout out to a killer and big-time drug dealer, Miller, who's made some very violent and rogue life choices, but hey, whatever gets the job done. A killer and big-time drug dealer, Miller. All right, shout out to the CQP underboss, Julian Garcia, Philly Oso, Michael Bujoso, Nick Manley, Nenad Markovich, Paul Shriyak, Bo Dunn, who Bo's got a channel of his own. Bo produces some great content as well here on YouTube, so check him out. That's my man Bo the Blind Capper Dunn. And speaking of producing content, got to give a shout out to the Proline Master, who has a great channel of his own. Proline Master is killing it with the thumbnails, man. I really, really like his creativity and what he's bringing to the table. So if you see the Proline Master commenting in my comment section, make sure you click his icon and go to his channel. He's got a lot of good stuff there. Shout out to Thomas Ochoa, my man Danny J, who, like I said the other day, we were chatting a little bit back and forth on Instagram. My man Danny J representing the NYC. Shout out to Will Surf, Chuck Pinter, Blown Stallone, who continuously every day gets the job done, posting my picks in the comment section. Got to give a shout out to Dion and Jason Culp, who tune in every day. Looks like they're going to join us on board for the Patreon membership, and I would highly recommend the $4.99 membership, which is the dog of the day, which we are just crushing it right now in the past couple months. Shout out to Paul Lopez, who is a Patreon member. He is very happy with the services. Shout out to my man Irv Thornton. And last but not least, got to give some love to Worthy OM311, who he posts the picks in the comment section below. I think it's a little bit of a friendly rivalry between Worthy OM311 and Blown Stallone to see who can get the Brock Page picks out faster in the comments section. But you guys are great. If this business ever blows up, you guys will be amongst my first employees. All right, guys, that is going to do it for me. Once again, I say it all the time, but you got to check me out on my website. Link is in the description section below. We do daily plays on that site. We have a bunch of different memberships and packages. They begin at just $1.99 per month. And like I said earlier in the show, we were hitting at 64.3% in our underdog plays, in our last 56 underdog plays. That is an incredible amount of plus money. It's actually somewhat alarming to hit that kind of percentage on underdog plays on teams that shouldn't win. That's 36-20 in our last 56 underdog plays. That membership is just $4.99 per month, not a day, per month. So make sure you check that out. You can sign up for that package at patreon.com/BrockPage. Link for that site is in the description section below. But most importantly, whether you subscribe or not, this is what is most important right here on YouTube. I gotta thank you for tuning in today and each and every day, whether you're at work, listening to it, watching it, driving to work, however you get your Brock Page fix. It's incredible. I really hope you enjoy all this great content each and every day. I certainly enjoy producing it for you and getting up at 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time every morning. It's certainly valuable to me and keeps me going, keeps me inspired and driven. So anyway, got to thank you for watching me right here on YouTube. I really hope you enjoyed all this great free content, all this great free information. Happy Thursday, I think. It's either Wednesday or Thursday. I forget what day is. But best of luck. What is it? Thursday. It's Thursday. Best of luck to you. And don't forget to check me out on patreon.com/BrockPage.